Ooh, whoops. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Seed Podcast where only God can make things grow. I am your host, and I am back. So, um, I guess I will start off. I feel like I should be giving like a little background of where I'm at in my life. So, I went to a community college. I went there for 2.5 years, studied business management with a concentration in music. I graduated in May of 2024 this year, and I am not where I want to be in life. I have a job, but I asked for a certain position at that job, and it was basically it wasn't given to me for reasons that I don't really know. So I'm basically just working. I'm just working there as an employee, and I have been I'm not going to say I was discouraged for a very long time because I feel like as a graduate, someone who has finished college, someone who is in their 20s, I'm 21. I should be, I shouldn't be in this position that I'm in right now. Like, I should be doing something better. And at one point, I was looking for a job, but I was like, let me not move on what I want to do, on my own emotions, and how I'm feeling. I feel like I found my identity in the money that I make and the job position that I have. And God has been working on me and dealing with me in that manner. What is that noise? I don't get paid what I want to get paid. I don't have the job position that I want. I'm not even working full time. Um, and for so long, I just felt like I just felt discouraged. I just felt like I felt like I feel like I'm wasting my time. And like I said, I was going to start looking for another job, but I didn't move. I didn't want to move based off of how I felt, and so I prayed about it a lot, and I sought out wisdom from a couple of older, leaders in my life, and I have just been told to just trust the process. Just trust in God and trust the process that He has me in right now. And it's hard because I don't know how long this process is going to be. I don't know how long this process is going to take, but I am enjoying the process. And one of the reasons why I am enjoying the process is because He wastes nothing. Let me just start there. God wastes nothing. And God has you in a certain place for a reason. Okay. There is something He wants you to understand in the process that you are in. And so I'm really grateful for the process God has put me in because I have been able to experience the love of God in such a deep, intimate, beautiful way that I feel like I would never have experienced if I just moved on and um, started working full time or got another job or something like that. I feel like this is too close. And something of that nature. Um, And I've just experienced his love, and I've been able to understand who God is. So it's so much easier for me to not worry. It's so much easier for me to not be anxious. It's so much easier for me to trust in God. And it's so much easier for me to understand He is good even when I'm in troubling circumstances. Um, and so, yeah, I feel like I've just been able to trust in Him more, and no matter what happens, because there have been days there have been situations where I was just like, bro, I'm tired of being in this season. But I keep reminding myself, God is still good, right? He's still faithful to those who seek Him. God still has a plan for me. And God wastes nothing. God wastes nothing. Remember that. If you don't get anything from this video, remember God wastes nothing. And it's been confirmed to me so many times to trust in the process, not only trust in the process but trust in God's timing. I keep getting reminded of this verse. At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. I don't know what verse that is. Um, Isaiah. Here it is. Isaiah chapter 60, verses 22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And let me just backtrack. Because I've been reminded of this so many different times, to not only trust in the process, but trust in God's timing. One of those days, I had planned to film. I had planned to film a TikTok, and I had planned to film a video for YouTube. And that day went so left. Like, I couldn't. Something was going on with my camera. I couldn't record. I tried to do it on my phone, but it kept on saying like I needed more storage, and I tried to do the TikTok and something happened to the footage, and I was so like upset because I feel like I just wasted a whole day. Like, literally, I had that took so much time for me to do that TikTok, and then set up and then record. I was so because I don't like, I plan out my days, so I don't like when things go south. You know, I feel like I wasted so much time. I feel like I could have done other things if I knew that if that day wasn't the day for me to record a video. And so I had my therapy session, and then that day, so um, I was just talking to my therapist, and she was like, I don't remember exactly the words she put it in, but she said basically, what if God was using that as a lesson? What if God was using that moment that I felt like was wasted? And what if he was using that moment to tell me it's not the right time? It wasn't the right time for me to film that video that I wanted to film. And he was also using that moment to show me and to tell me to trust in his timing, not in my timing. And to basically testify and share with other people. If that didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be telling you right now today and reminding everyone who's watching this to trust in God's timing. I know we want things to happen so fast. I know I'm one of them. I just want things to happen quick. Like, I plan out my days. I prepare my days way beforehand. Like, I like order. I like schedule. But sometimes God is just like, relax, chill, okay, like, just enjoy the day. And let me tell you, ever since, because God has been kind of showing me that I feel like I put a lot of faith in like my schedules, because I tell y'all, like, I plan my weeks out way ahead of schedule. Like, I have schedule, I have plans, I know what time this is for, that's for, and I just, in God, I feel like I put so much faith, and I get discouraged when what's on that schedule doesn't align with what I'm doing at the moment. Um, and ever since I stopped making my schedules, life has been a little bit more peaceful, a little bit more relaxing, a little bit more go with the flow. But I feel like right now I'm in like a situation where I'm just kind of like trusting in God. I'm letting go. Back to the original point I was making about the situation that I'm at, with my job. And so I don't like where I'm at with my job. And I also don't like where I'm at with my weight. I've been working out consistently, and I was just looking at some things, and I just wasn't really happy with where I'm at right now with my progress. But even like, and just like in the whole situation, I'm not happy with that, with my weight. I'm not happy with my skin. I feel like I've been trying for years to clear up my skin. It's not working, but God put this in perspective for me so many times. Your job position does not define you as a child of God. The amount of money you make does not define you, right? The weight you are does not define you. God says in his word, I have plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. That doesn't like, that promise that God says in his word, it's not depending on what your weight is, or how your skin looks, or what job position you're at, or how much money you're making, or where you live, or if you're single. Or God says, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. God says he will never leave you nor forsake you. That's in God's word. Um, so yeah, there's so many promises, and God says he is faithful. He is faithful. God says he delights in the prayers of his children. God hears us. God can empathize with us in our sufferings, because he understands, because his son Jesus walked on this earth and experienced everything we're experiencing. And I was watching this TikTok, and basically the girl was saying that Jesus was only in ministry for like 3 years. He was a carpenter for so many years. He didn't really or walk through the door of his purpose in ministry until like way later, till like his 30s. And like, where you're at in life, it doesn't define you. God wastes nothing. So wherever you're at in life, God's trying to show you something. It's not being wasted, I feel like. And if you don't know what he's trying to show you, pray about it. I promise you, pray about it. And if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, he'll show you. I know that for a fact. Um, God says in his word, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. You know, that that doesn't depend on what position we're at in our lives. So I think the point of me saying all this is just really to say, focus on things above, not on the things of this earth. right? We see things that are happening right before our eyes. Yes. We might not be happy with the things that are happening right before our eyes, but we can be content about it. And we can soften our hearts to see, okay, what is God showing me in this season? Because God wastes nothing. He wastes nothing. Trust in him. Trust in him. Trusting in God is so important. Trust in God. Trust in him. Trust that he will make good on his promises, because he will. It may not happen when we want it to happen, but it's going to happen. And as long as we fix our eyes on things above, not on things of this earth, we can continue on. We can continue taking one step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. And God is faithful. God is faithful even to those who backslid or turn his or her back against God at one point. He is faithful. If it's his will, he'll continue to call you, and he'll continue to reveal himself to you. So open your eyes. Sometimes God has to bring us to the lowest position in our lives in order for us to basically recognize we need Jesus. We need God. We need him in our lives. We can't do this on our own. So you have to build a relationship with him. You have to read your word. Act out his word. Be patient, be kind, be loving, be generous, be the light of the world, be the salt of the earth. Ask God to show his love through you so that he may be glorified. I always ask God that every day. God, show your love through me to other people so that you may be glorified. John chapter 10 verse 10, it says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy." Jesus says this, "I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." God wants you to have life, and he wants you to have it to the full. You're not forgotten. You're not forsaken. Continue to seek him. Continue to trust in him and allow him to give you life to the full. Trust in him and trust in the process. Trust where God has you right now. That is it for this video. I hope y'all, got something from it. Please share with anyone you think could use it. So y'all know I don't know when I'll be back. God gave me vision for this video, so about the rest, I have no clue. But share this video, please. Comment down below, if you have a prayer request. And thank you for watching. Go plant a seed. Peace. Okay, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Are we good on the audio? Okay, alright now. Relay a message to the people who are out there watching today. Okay.